What is going on? I'm going to give it a few minutes. I'm going to stay on for a little bit, say hi, and see what's going on with you guys. It's been a day. I didn't sleep last night for shit. I was hungry and didn't have anything to eat. And I was half asleep, but didn't want to cook. So I had a piece of fucking celery. Managed to get to sleep around 2 a.m. Got woken up by the dog at 6. So 4 hours for me is just not there. I was on benzos for 3 months. My whole story's up online, so just look it up. I'm not going to tell my story today, but it's all documented on YouTube. So you can go through my videos. There's hundreds of them. It's been a long ass day. And I slept so many hours, and my wave has been getting a little worse every day. It was inevitable considering how much I got done and accomplished for a week and a half. I was the longest stretch of having some sort of energy to keep going, not wanting to I was really moving there for a little bit. It was pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't perfect by any means. I still have a billion issues and they don't go away, but feeling more stable for me is awesome. Feeling more stable and having my physical symptoms become more stable as well at the same time, it's just wonderful. I mean, still, somebody would probably go to the ER. It was the first time I actually thought to myself that about starting to taper again, the Remeron. I mean, I'm not yet, but if I start to get into a window again, which I don't think will happen right away, but if I do, I might just do a tiny taper before the holidays. That's what benzos do. Benzos make it all worse. Some people get really lucky and some people don't. Some people can take them for 10 years, but the thing is, eventually it's going to catch up with them. For me, and you possibly, it's short term, but it destroyed my life basically. So it's pretty messed up. I'm so glad. So glad. Remeron has been the absolute hell. And the only reason I went on it was because I didn't sleep for a long time. And it helped. The thing is, I'm still on it. After I fucked up my Remeron and I didn't sleep it was almost 11 days I didn't sleep. And this time I chose, I didn't want to take anything that I knew would be like that. So I chose hydroxyzine and I took it for a few nights and it worked well enough to get me some sleep. And I took that most 3 or 4 days and that was it. If I would have just done that years ago, I guarantee I would not be in the mess I'm in now. I probably wouldn't be talking on here today. But benzos really did a number on my nervous system. Don't know why. What a mess that is. It's really too bad. Psychiatrists just don't get it. I know they think they're doing good, but it's such a fucking disaster. I'm really glad I helped. It's half the reason I keep doing this. I mean, it's amazing what they prescribe Remeron for. Especially, if we didn't have the benzo issues in general, Remeron would probably be pretty easy to get off of. But after having a fucked up nervous system, it's hard. Yeah, you don't really go into psychosis. Actually, the first 6 days, it's like after a while you just start to feel like you feel fucked up, but it's not like your body tries to acclimate to not sleeping. It was after 6 days or 7 days I started getting really weird and started to hallucinate a lot more. So by the time 11 days came, it kept going and going. And I said I wasn't going to take anything because I didn't want to get into another situation like Remeron. Hold on, I gotta message this guy back. Sorry. My fingers are too damn big for this keyboard. See where I left off. But yeah, no psychosis. I mean, it would take you a long time to get to that point, but you start feeling really fucked up. And that's when I told my psychiatrist, she wanted me to go on trazodone, and that was just basically another Remeron. I said, I'm not going to take another antipsychotic or antidepressant to go to sleep because I'm just going to end up doing this spiral, this circle over and over and over again, and I'll never be able to get better. So I talked to her about hydroxyzine, which is just basically a antihistamine. As much as antihistamines set me back, which they do, it's still not like an antipsychotic. And then about a week and a half later, I started to get my sleep back little by little. Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah, 3 months is new. You take it day by day. It's very early off 3 months. I know it seems like forever, but just take it day by day. You'll be fine. Huh. I come on here when I start feeling alone sometimes. Today, I feel awful today because I haven't slept and my wave is getting worse. And I just starting to get depressed, and it sucks. So yeah, it goes both ways. You guys help me too. Yeah, keep doing work, even if it's hard. Keep that mind going. I continued, even at my sickest, I still remain to do some work and stuff like that. I mean, I work for myself, but I continued to always do something, even though it was fucking torture, though. It was fucking torture. I'll never forget it, but it's always a good remembrance of what happened. You gotta keep going. I'm only on 1.2 milligrams of Remeron, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's like nothing. That's like nothing." But with my nervous system and yours as well, I mean, you gotta think. It's like coming off this stuff is just absolute torture. And then if you have to work or like try to function, I'm trying to hold on to a relationship with my girlfriend, which has been nearly impossible. But you just got to keep fighting and just know you've done everything you can, you know. You got to. You got to just do everything you can to fight for it. If you lose people and lose friends and lose family, I mean, just know you did your best. Seroquel too is the same. It's almost the same thing as trazodone. It's such a mind fuck drug. And then if you take it for more than a week, you start getting dependent on it, and then you're going to be a huge zombie, kind of like I was when I was taking the full dose of Remeron. But I hear that stuff is even worse. Yeah, some people don't have a choice. I feel that some people say they don't have a choice when they do have a choice, because there's times I feel I can't do anything, but I push anyway. Now, there's a point to pushing, though, because you don't want to constantly throw yourself in waves. I mean, I've done that. I've set myself into waves a zillion fucking times. Oh, now I get the fucking hiccups. Fuck's sakes. But I mean, I've pushed myself too much in the situation, but whatever. What are you gonna do? It is what it is. Like today, I haven't meditated yet, and I really need to, but I will. I will sometime soon. I went out for work today, and I mean, realistically, I shouldn't have because I didn't sleep last night. But I love keeping a routine. If I don't keep, if I'm, I don't win because if I sit at home, I get in my head too much, and the DPDR gets really thick. The brain fog gets thicker, and I'm just not into that. When I go out, I can kind of break my head out of that cycle, but then I have to deal with being physical. Like when I'm driving, and then I have to get out and do stuff, be on my feet. And honestly, that's just as hard. So there's really no winning, but sometimes it's better. I don't know anything. I don't know a lot about Adderall. Meth just from TV. But Adderall is an upper, and I know a lot of people with ADHD or something. I don't know if it's ADHD or something. I have some friends that take Adderall, and it helps them focus. Some people, it's like really hypersensitive stuff. So I don't know. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I think those two are very similar. Yeah, same thing with Remeron. You can. It's supposed to make you gain a lot of weight. Honestly, I didn't really care. I was always super skinny and got made fun of most of my life about being too skinny. Everybody said I was anorexic and all this shit, blah blah blah. wasn't until I got with my girlfriend and oddly starting to eat healthier, I started to gain weight, which was really weird. I just think it was a different metabolism or something. I don't know what the deal was with that. But I started to gain some weight. So I wasn't ever big, but I was like more of a healthy weight. When I got off benzos, I lost like a good 60 pounds. So I got really thin again, and throughout the few years, I gained it back. When I fucked up the Remeron, that was about 7 months ago. For a few months there, I lost like 10 pounds. And it's not like I was eating any different. I mean, I didn't have any appetite, so maybe I guess I was eating a little different. But 10 pounds though, weird. But then I've mostly gained it back. I probably to get back to where I was, I'd probably have to gain another 12 pounds. But I really don't care at this point. Yeah. I mean, with the Remeron, it's the same thing. I was like that, but I needed sleep. When I originally took it, I needed sleep big time. So I didn't care. I took it. And that was that. And a lot of my problems were coming from Remeron, but then I was blaming it all on benzos. Now, still, the majority of my issues were benzo problems, but because when I got off benzos, holy fucking shit, that was the scariest time of my life. I'm going to be cutting off here in a few minutes. I don't want to talk too long because my allergies have been terrible. I've got a sore throat. I don't want to make it too much worse. Glad you guys came on to chat a little bit. Well, yeah, I mean, coming off of benzos was actually absolute torture for me. And the thing is, I've been tapering the Remeron for years now. So I was basically cold turkey from benzo. So it's two different things. Honestly, if I never had the benzo issue, Remeron would have probably been pretty easy to get off of. But my nervous system's so fucking completely shot from benzos, then the constant tapering. It's just been a disaster. It's true. Remeron makes you gain a lot of weight. A lot of people don't stay on it because of that. I've never cared about my weight. Like in benzo withdrawal, I never cared about my looks or weight or anything. I mean, I didn't want to lose all that weight, but I just wanted to feel better. That's all I wanted. I didn't care if my hair fell out. Just want to feel better. Still to this day, I say the same thing. I just want to feel better. I'd rather look like a fucking dumpy piece of shit and feel good. Yeah, it was absolute torture. It ruined my life. At least I have partial life back now. Um, but I live in Wisconsin now, and I was living in Texas with my girlfriend at the time. We moved there for fun and to enjoy our lives and do some fun shit. And I got really sick there, and basically it ruined everything. It's fucking terrible. Bad memory. What a shithole of a doctor. He didn't care at all. He said I was on a baby dose, and yeah, he just took me off of it. What a dick. And then he pulled the Remeron shit. And then he left me to rot. It's fucking terrible. And now I've made it to 1.2 milligrams of Remeron, which doesn't sound like a lot, but fuck. The taper's been absolutely brutal. So I've been holding now for about 7 months after I fucked it up and tapered a little too much, and it proved to me how fucked up and sensitive my nervous system is. I was so sick. It was like starting all over. So I'm going to take it super slow, and it's going to take me a long fucking time, but I don't want to fuck it up again. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's gonna be a while, but in the grand scheme of my life, yeah, it'll be pretty quick. It'll probably be a couple more years if I go really, really slow so I don't fuck it up and possibly be able to live still. If I taper and, hold it for a couple months every time, it'll probably be like 2 years. And I have no idea when I'm gonna jump off. So I guess that I'll figure in time. But either way, yeah, it's it's been a long road tapering that stuff. So in reality, it's pretty close. All right. I'm off to go finish. I've seen it before, but I was watching Cobra Kai and I'm almost done with season 3. I hope they come out with season 4 soon. Basically just going to hang out, watch some TV, eat some dinner. Then I think I might meditate 15, 20 minutes tops. Get the rest of my work done because my brain is just doing some wicked weird shit, but not bad enough to like freak me out. Hope I sleep tonight because I couldn't take a nap either. I think my brain's just kind of wired. It's kind of like a wave kind of thing. So we'll see. Either way, you guys have a great day. And it's nice to see some new faces on here that I don't see as often. But anyway, yeah, later on, guys. Keep your heads up.